Okay, you guys, thank you all so much for being on here and for being coachable to learning the systems and the way that we do things. It's one of my favorite things that we have in this business is that we have company-wide systems. So when Mark Wilson brought Jake in as a consultant to kind of revamp the company, one of the things Jake told him that we needed was company-wide systems, a system already in place that we can plug every single new person into. And that's what we have. And I'm so excited about this. So this is the launch. This is how we launch people. And this is what you can do individually, one-on-one with your teams. So if you guys have the launch document in front of you, even better, but I'm going to screen share so that we can kind of go through this together. Okay, here we go. So I'm just going to go through this, explain all of the things, and we'll be good to go. Okay, so your personal website is obviously good to know because when you are sharing this business, when you are sharing the products, you need to know where to send people. So it's whatever you decided when you signed up. And you can't find it, it's in your back office, write it down, memorize it. That's where people are going to go. Then it's really important to know your ambassador ID number because if you have any customer service issues or shipping issues or anything that you need, they're going to need to know your name and ID number. So write that down too. Normally I would have mine like memorized at this point, but I don't, and I probably should. Your upline silver leader is important to know because if you go to, if you call customer service or you write into your chat, which guys, the chat in your back office is so helpful. They are on it. They are usually always available and they can help you with almost anything. But if for some reason there's something they cannot take care of, go to your upline silver leader and they will be able to help you. They have a corporate partner designated to them that they can reach out to for any of those things. So if you are anywhere on my team, which if you're all on here, you're somewhere on my team, I am your upline silver leader. If you are on Josie's team, she is your upline silver leader. So if you are over there with her, go to her. And then our soon to be silvers will be Christina and Jenna and Tia will be there very, very soon. So anything at all, you can always come to me too. Then your start date is really important to know because our first few bonuses are time sensitive. So Builder Pro and Executive, you have your first full 30 days to hit those bonuses. So if you sign up today, you have the rest of December and all of January to hit those bonuses, which is awesome because the month that you sign up with, the month that you sign up in, it's kind of a freebie. It's like extra time on top of the full month that you get. Okay, if you have marketing before, and if you haven't, that's totally fine. But if you have, you will know that this business is a roller coaster. It can totally be a roller coaster. And there are highs and there are lows and there are days where it's so fun and you're ranking and your team is winning and people are joining you and I don't know, it's so easy. You're like, what, I get paid to do this? It's so awesome. People are having success on the products. It's great. I love those days. They're my favorite when you're in momentum and you're riding the high. But there are times where you are going to feel the downward of the roller coaster, where someone's going to tell you they quit. Someone is going to say I don't even know, you name it. I've heard probably every excuse in the book. But you're going to have those hard days. You're going to get bad news. You're going to feel discouraged. You're going to feel like, what the heck? I'm reaching out to all the people. No one's answering me. No one wants to do this. They're telling me that they don't want to do a pyramid scheme, whatever it is. I can help you with those objections. But whatever it is, you will at some point feel defeated. You will feel discouraged. You will feel like, why am I even doing this? Like, why am I doing this? I don't want to do this anymore. And it's in those days that you need to know why you're doing this because that's what's going to push you to keep going. Because what's going to happen if you quit? If you quit, any goals that you set for yourself, there's zero chance you're going to reach them. And I want you to look back in a year, 2 years, 3 years on those hard days and then see where you're at and be like, thank God I did not quit. You guys might think, oh my gosh, she's having all this success. It's so easy for her and it's so hard for me. I had a day the other day where I had a really, really bad day and I had to remember my why. Like I was in tears. I'm just being very vulnerable. I was in tears the entire day. Someone said something really nasty to me and it hurt me so bad. And then I had someone quit. And then I had, you know what I mean? Like I go through it too. It is not just you. And in that day, I had to remember my why. I had to remember why I'm doing this. I am doing this for my family, for my girls, for our future. And you know what? All of the sacrifices that I have been making since I started almost 11 weeks ago have been 1000% worth it. Like I don't regret a second of it, but knowing why you're doing it is crucial. So think about it. It needs to hit you in the feels. It needs to be deep. And tell somebody, tell your upline, tell a friend, tell someone, because when you are feeling those things, we're going to remind you of it. We're going to be like, hey, I know you've had a hard day, but it's just a hard day. It might have even just been like a hard 10 minutes. That doesn't define your journey and what you're capable of. Okay, clearly struck a nerve because I had a hard day the other day. Anyways, moving on. Think about your why. Tell somebody about it. Okay, so these are our systems. This is so exciting to me because I just love having a specific way of doing things. It makes me feel organized. It makes me feel like I have somewhat control over something. And I'm sure I'm not the only one that feels like that. So this is how we do things, okay? So when you first sign up, first, before I forget, two things. The second you sign up, you got an email from Q Corporate, like, welcome to Q Sciences. And in that email, it asked you to choose business owner or business partner. Make sure that you go in and choose business owner, sign that DocuSign, because if you don't, they will hold up your paycheck because you have to have that DocuSign signed. A lot of people accidentally miss it. So make sure you sign that, make sure your team signs it. Otherwise it will hold up your paycheck. Second thing, is if you guys want to like be in the know of what's happening on your team, which I love to just know what's going on, who's signing up, who's placing an order. You can go into your back office under settings, and then I think it's under communication. You can turn on notifications. I at first had it on my email and it just blew up my email. So now I just have my text notifications on. So anytime someone joins our team, someone gets a new customer, someone places an order, I get a text about it. And it's really exciting to me to see those come in real time. So if you want to know when things are happening, just go into your back office and set that up. Okay, then the next thing we do, the second someone joins, is we have like a pre-written out text that everybody should get. And if you have not got it, let me know. I will send it to you. When I signed up, Francesca sent me this welcome text. I saved it to the notes in my phone, and then I kind of tweaked it a little bit. I changed out some of the emojis and I did a little bit different wording to make it sound like me. So whatever text you got, please feel free to do that. You can kind of personalize it to more your style, as long as it has the same information in it and we're getting the same information out to everybody, totally fine. So that welcome text, it has the steps in it. It tells you download the Q app. Print this document, which is this launch document that I have on the screen. What else is in there? Watch this launch call. The launch call recording in it is what we're doing here right now, just so that they have that if they are not on a live launch call. We need them to learn these systems. It's super important that they know what they're doing. And then it says, once you're done with these systems, get with your sponsor and we're going to get on a goal setting call. That is that one-on-one call that you have to do with every single person who joins you. Okay. So also on that text, it tells you we're going to add you to this page and that page and the chats. So I always add them to, and I'll talk about the Facebook pages at the end of this, but I always add them to the Facebook pages, and I add them to the team chat so that they are plugged in and they have our amazing community around them to celebrate and cheer them on and all those things. So those are the first steps. When someone signs up, I send that welcome text, I add them to the chats, and I add them to the pages, and I say, hey, we're going to watch this launch video, or let's get on a launch call, a goal setting call, and then we're going to get you going. And you need to do that within the first 24 to 48 hours of them joining, because just like Jake said in the live today, if you wait too long, they will dry out. And our bonuses are time sensitive. So we want them to get launched and running right away, because we want them to get those bonuses as soon as possible. Builder Pro and Executive, those first 3 bonuses, they pay out weekly. We can get cash in their hands in the same week. So that is the goal. We want them to do that. Okay, now that is the very first thing. Then after this launch call, after they're launched and learn the systems, their next job is to make their peak post, okay? This is a post that they will make and put on Facebook, Instagram, whatever platform they want to use, both. And we are just wanting to pique interest. We are not saying, hey, everyone, I joined Q Sciences, come join my team. Like, that's absolutely not what we're doing. Okay. In 18 months of being here, 19 months now, probably, Francesca has never once said the name Q Sciences. And it's not because she's trying to be like weird or secretive or like any of those things. It's because, like this says, our goal is to pique interest, not lay it out all out on the table. We want to say just enough for people to be like, what is she talking about? Like, this is cool. Like, I kind of want more. Like, our goal is to get them to slide into your DMs and be like, okay, tell me what you're doing. I got to know more about this. So if you need help with a peak post, I can give you examples. So many, obviously, on our team have made their peak post, and we've had such great response from them. So that is your next goal, is to make your peak post. Then when people are messaging you and saying, okay, what is this? Then you're going to be like, okay, what do I say? What's next? So the next thing, part of the system, and I'll tell you, this is the most that I ever say back. So say someone messages me and they're like, okay, like, what's this new thing you're doing? I will say, hey, Grace, okay, I know this is going to sound crazy, but I just partnered with this new ground floor health and wellness company. It's so awesome. They have a full line of hemp products, a full line of non-hemp nutraceuticals. It's incredible, but like, I'm more blown away and excited about the ground floor timing, and they have the best compensation plan I've literally ever seen. I'd love to share more info with you. That's it. I just give them like a very quick overview of what I'm doing, what it's called, and then I say, do you want more information? And they say, yeah, like, tell me more. So then at that point, I'm not going to sit here and try to tell all the things. I don't have time for that. You don't have time for that. We're working smarter, not harder. So at that point, you're either going to invite them to an opportunity call if we have one that night, or if they can't make it to that, or if you just want to get them the information right away, you can send them a recording of one. We have so many recordings. We have informal ones, we have formal ones with the slides in it, whatever way you want to send it. We can send them a recording of one. And then I usually always send the comp plan video, because that comp plan video is what got me. Like, after I saw that, like, my jaw dropped, my head was spinning, and I was like, what's the catch? This is too good to be true. So I always send the comp plan video, and then I'll tell them like, hey, I can't wait to hear what you think. Like, your mind will be blown. So then after they watch those videos, or after they hop on a live opportunity call, they're going to be like, okay, wow, that was incredible, but I have some questions. Cool. Even if you are, or I'm saying, if you're brand new, or even if you're not brand new, you are not going to sit there and answer all of the questions by yourself. This is where it says three-way call. This is when you're going to invite your upline in to help you with these conversations. It's another layer of support. It's another layer of validation. And when you start, you genuinely don't know the answers yet. So it's another way to learn too. So you're going to be like, cool. Yeah. So my friend Britt, she just started here like 11 weeks ago. She's killing it. She has the fastest growing team in the company. You're going to love her. I'm going to introduce you to her, and she can help answer your questions. Okay. So then you start to chat with your upline, and then you're going to be like, hey, Britt, this is Bree. She is so awesome. She just started. She's so excited. She's going to kill it here. Bree, this is Britt. She has been here for 11 weeks. She's killing it. Her team is the fastest growing. Bree has some questions. And then you kind of introduce them to each other, edify them both, and then you get the conversation going there. Then the upline, and in these, don't use words like sponsor and upline. That's like freaky talk that might scare people away. So just say my friend, okay? So then you get in that conversation, they get questions answered. If they need anything else in that process, like if they need to see another video, or they need to get on a call with Francesca, or whatever it is, that's the additional exposure if you need it. And then once their questions are answered, we can, the upline can easily be like, okay, like, if you don't have questions, are you ready to run with us? We would love to run with you. We'd love to get you started. And then they're like, yep, let's do it. So then we start that whole process over again. We get them signed up. And when we get people signed up, I don't want to forget to tell you guys this. Don't sign people up until they're ready to start running. Again, because our bonuses are time sensitive, we don't want them to sign up and not place their order, or sign up and then start later. No, when they sign up, that means they are ready to launch their business right now. Okay. And we don't sign people up who aren't going to place an order of at least 100 PV, because that 100 PV is going to get them qualified. If they're signing up, they are signing up to be a business owner. I love Jake's live from the first day of the 12 days of Christmas, because he talked so much about how we are not a typical MLM. This is not like just another MLM company. Okay. We are business owners and we run this as a business. It is very different than anything you have ever done or ever will do. And I honestly love that about Q. So they are signing up to be a business owner. They need to sign up with their 100 PV. They need to be willing to commit to that. They also, this might ruffle some feathers, they need to be willing to have their auto ship on. They need to set up their auto ship for 100 PV, because again, they are signing up, committing to a business. Okay. When we sign people up as ambassadors with 100 PV and with 100 PV auto ship, that is how you set yourself up for success, and how they set themselves up for success and having such a stable business. So we tell them, you can pick whatever products you want. I can help you pick products. Just has to equal 100 PV. That gets you qualified. We'll choose your auto ship. You can always change out the products. You're not like committed to those specific products. We can change it out, and then we'll get you plugged in and get you going. And then we start this whole process over again. That is how we launch people. That is how we run them through this system and set them up for success. And we do this every single time, over and over and over again. And when you do things this way and you're working smarter and not harder, you are going to duplicate faster than you can keep up with. I will tell you from experience, this has grown faster than I could have ever imagined, because I follow this system. In my last company, we did not have systems. We did not have a way of doing things. I was spinning my wheels. It was very exhausting. And I came here like having a certain way of doing things. And I told Francesca, hey, whatever you tell me to do, I'm going to do it, because it's clearly working for both you and for your team. So I'm not going to come in here and, just try to do things my own way. Like, I will do what you tell me to do. I have, and it has worked. So I just want to encourage you, don't try to do it your own way. Follow the system. It's here for a reason, and it literally works. Okay, moving on. So speaking of auto ships are technically optional. But I'm telling you, if you're going to commit to our team, to this business, you need to have it on, and you need to tell your teams to have it on. So on top of just being a business owner and having it on, we do get rewards points for having it. So every single time your auto ship runs, or someone on your teams, or even preferred customers, when their auto ship runs, we earn a certain percentage of the PV in that auto ship in rewards points that we can use for free products. So you do get something out of it, which is really cool. And then, just so you know, like I said, you can always change the products in your auto ship. You're not committed to those specific products. You can change them. But if you ever fully delete your auto ship, you cancel it, it's done. Any rewards points that you have in there are gone. They kind of flush down the drain and you don't have them anymore. So don't ever delete it. You can change it, don't delete it. Okay, now this is talking about Builder and how we get to Builder. So I'm just going to go over here and kind of just explain the comp plan to you. I'm going to try to do it as simply as possible, like Jake said today. So I hope that I can do that for you. Okay, so the first way that we earn is by having a customer commission, okay? So someone goes to your website, they are not interested in having a business, or they might be interested in the business, but they're one of those people that says, I need to try the products first. Awesome. I was not one of those people. I joined strictly for the business, believing the products were going to be great. But some people, they just have to try it first. That's totally fine. If they are those people, do not sign them up as an ambassador, because while they're in their trial process of the products, their clock for their bonuses is ticking down, and we don't want to waste that time. Have them start as a customer so they can try the products first. Okay, so when someone goes to your website and orders as a customer, you will earn a customer commission on that. So these are the different levels of customer commission that you get: 15%, 25%, 30%, and 35%. And I have heard that they are going to be adding another level of a full 50% of customer commission next year, which is really cool. They have said that it's their goal to make it so that people can earn a 6-figure income just by customers alone if they chose not to grow a team. So I believe that's coming. Don't quote me on it, but that'd be really cool. So if anyone orders both retail or as a preferred customer, it doesn't matter. You get the customer volume and you earn a commission on that. Okay, the second way we earn is by growing a team and sharing this business with people. And that is my favorite way to earn. So for the first rank of builder, I'm just going to go through these qualifications and tell you how you get there. So to hit builder, you have to have 100 PV, which when you sign up, that's what you get. That's what you're required to get. So you already have that. Then you need to have 2 personally enrolled active ambassadors. So those are 2 people who went to your website, who want this business, and they also got 100 PV. Okay, that's your first step. Now to get to builder, you have to have 300 in volume. So you have your 2 personally enrolled active ambassadors. So there's at least 200 in volume between those 2 people. Now you need 100 more. Okay. That 100 more can come from you getting a third person. It can come from them getting one of their ambassadors. It can come from them getting one customer. It just you have to get to 300 to get to builder. Now, these next qualifications right here look really confusing, but I just want you to know that the max percentage from each leg, don't try to do the math. Just know that this is in place to keep this from being a pyramid scheme, okay? One definition of a pyramid scheme is when you cannot outrank your sponsor. It's just you and them go completely up together. That's not how this works, and that's kind of a pyramid scheme. So you can only take a certain amount of volume from each of your legs to rank up. So basically, you just can't ride one person's success to the top. So if you have your 2 legs right here and you need 300, this is saying right here, the most you can take from one of these legs is 180. That means 120 at least has to come from the other leg. And again, if this doesn't make sense, it will make sense in time. I will explain it to you as we go, but just know it's in place for a reason, and it's for your protection, for the company's protection, and to keep things fair. Okay, so when you meet these qualifications, you are guaranteed a $50 paycheck. Now, if you have ever done this before, again, you will be used to having a comp plan that has averages. You will see that there will be graphics that will say, hey, when you work your butt off to get to this rank, this is the amount you could make, but it's not for sure. So here, I love this comp plan for a lot of reasons, but one of them is you can look over here and be like, hey, I need to make $8,000 a month. Cool. I need to get to gold. And then you're guaranteed $8,000 a month. It's not going to be a penny less than $8,000 a month. So at Builder, you're guaranteed a $50 paycheck for doing that. And then, like I said, the first 3 bonuses are our fast start bonuses. You get a one-time bonus of $100. Right now we have Christmas cash, so that $100 is actually $165. So if you end up last month or this month, you have access to that $165, and you get paid that the following week after you hit it. Then at Pro, same thing. You have your 100 PV, you have your 2 personally enrolled. You only ever have to have, now that isn't you to only get 2, because you need to get more. And the more personally enrolled active ambassadors you have, the faster you're going to grow, but you only ever have to have 2. Then when you hit 600 in OV, so listen, everyone that signs up, since they want to get their bonuses too, they are immediately on a mission to find their 2 people because they want to rank up too, right? So if you get your 2, they get their 2, they get their 2, you're pro. That's the second rank right there as soon as they on their 2. Now, again, it can come from so many different ways. You can get more ambassadors, they can get ambassadors, they can get customers. There's so many ways that this can happen, but that is how it happens. So 600 OV, the most you can take is 360, but it has to come the other leg too. You have to grow on both sides. And then you're guaranteed a $100 paycheck and another $100 bonus. Right now, Christmas cash, that's another 165. So if you end this month on Pro, you're going to earn $430 between your bonuses and your monthly team commission. And then also, like I said, you will earn a customer commission for customers on top of that. So you guys, we can earn serious money here. And then the last fast start bonus is executive. You do all these things. This $300 bonus is $425 with Christmas cash. So if you end on executive between your monthly team commission and your fast start bonuses, you can earn $1,005. And last month we had 33 people hit. So it is so, so, so exciting. Okay. Now, once you get down to elite, the 4th rank, you see how these bonuses get really big, and that is really exciting. You have to maintain those for, you'll look over here to the right. It'll say 2 and 2 or 3 and 3 or whatever. You have to maintain these ranks for 2 months, and then they pay this out in equal payments over the following 2 months. And they stack on top of each other. They build, they grow, they go on top of your paycheck. They go on top of your monthly, your customer commission. So all of these things compound on top of each other on your paycheck. And then finally, if you look over on the far right, we have the financial freedom movement, which I will talk about at the end. At the 4th rank of elite, they start paying an extra $100 towards your debt. It's awesome. And then as you keep ranking up, the payment towards your debt gets bigger. And again, I'll talk about that in a minute, but that's just another thing on top of all of these ways that we get paid. So literally best compensation plan I have ever seen. Okay, where was I? Okay. So now that we've kind of gone over the ranks and what that looks like, I want you to look at these ranks right here after the first fast start ones: elite, bronze, silver, gold, and platinum. I know these numbers big and they look like, oh my gosh, I could never get there, right? I thought the same thing. Whatever you're used to and whatever company you've been with before, or if you're brand new, I want you to know and unlearn what you've learned, retrain your brain. You are in a new, different ground floor space. Ground floor is different. This company is different. We are not playing small here. We are doing big because big things are happening here, and we are capable of like big things here. So if you were on that mindset training with Whitney the other day, I love what she said. Imagine yourself at your highest self. What would she do? What would he do? What would you eat? What would you do? How would you spend your time? Because in order to get to platinum, you need to work and do the things that you would do if you were platinum. When I started 11 weeks ago, my big scary goal that I didn't think was going to be possible was to be silver by the end of December. And I'm pretty sure I hit silver in my first 6 weeks. Then I was like, there's no way that any of the rest of this could happen. And I think it's because of how things happened in my last company. Every time I tell Fran one of my fears or anything like that, of like, I don't think this can happen, she's like, girl, you got trauma. You got to unlearn all of this. This is new. This is different. Like, you have to change your mindset. And it is like, it's a constant process, but we have to change our mindset because this is different. Okay. So think about what will change your family's life, what you want to achieve in a whatever period of time, and we can make a plan to get there. I love Jake's live yesterday, all about sacrifice, because so many people have asked, how did you get to gold in 7 weeks? I sacrificed a whole hell of a lot, if I'm being totally honest. Getting to gold in 7 weeks is not for everyone. Not everyone, needs to get to gold in 7 weeks. Not everyone is willing to get to gold in 7 weeks. For me and my family, again, I will always be very open and vulnerable with you guys. We needed it. We were living like less than paycheck to paycheck, like less. We weren't even making it paycheck to paycheck. So for us, it was like, if this is possible, this is what I'm going to do. Literally had a family meeting. Hey guys, I have 2 daughters. I've been married for 10 years. I have 2 daughters. Hey, you're not going to see me very much for a while. Okay. Like, I'm up here in my little makeshift office. I should take a picture of this. It's pretty funny. Very humble beginnings over here. My little desk right here. Look, if you see it, it's like a fan box. Okay. Like, I don't even have a desk right now. I will get there. But this is what I was willing to do to get to where I need my family to be. We have not gone on a date night. I haven't done anything. I haven't ordered a single Christmas present yet. You guys, if you're watching the replay, it's December 19th. Okay. But this is the sacrifice that we are willing to make for our goals. And some people are like, I just don't have time. I don't have this. I get it. I technically didn't have time when I started either. I started this in the middle of packing for a cross country move. We just moved to Nashville from Tennessee, like a little over a month ago, and the timing could not have been worse. But when I learned about this, it was like, I can't not do this right now. I can't wait one more day. Like, I felt the urgency, and I'm so thankful that I didn't. I'm going off on a major tangent right now, but I just want you to know I didn't get here accidentally. I have been working my butt off. And so I want you to know, if this is something you want and you're willing to work your butt off and sacrifice time, you can get to gold in 7 weeks. You can get to gold in 2 months. And even if you didn't, like, what if it took you 2 years to get to gold? Okay, 2 years. Would that be worth it? For me, you guys, I don't have a college degree. Okay, I went to college for a couple years and then just realized, you know what? I just want to get married and I'm going to have kids and I don't want to leave the house. So at a certain point, it made it not worth it to me. And that's not for everyone, too. I don't regret it. But my point is, for someone like me who does not have a degree, there is literally no other avenue that I could make a 6-figure income from home on my own time with my kids running around in my sweats with a blanket wrapped around me every day, hanging out on Zooms and chatting with people while also changing other people's lives. Like, there's no other way that I could make this kind of money. So for me, I am forever grateful for this. And it is so worth it. So have a hard conversation with yourself, with your family. Get on the same page and figure out what your actual goals are, because I'm telling you guys here, everything and anything is possible. It just comes down to what you're willing to do to get there. All right, moving on. Was not planning on going into that. Okay, so also, when you start, you need to think about who your Fab 5 are going to be. Okay, your Fab 5, it can be a Fab 10, it can be a Fab 2. No, we're not going to do 2, at least 5. But who are these first few people that you think of? These are the people. It says, who do I know, love, and trust the most? Okay. These are people, who's your dream teamers? Like, who do you think of, like, oh my gosh, if I could get her to do this with me, that would be a game changer, because they are influential. They are driven. People care what they think, and people love them. When it says, who do I know and love? The people who join you first and are at the top of your legs, those people will be blessed the most, because everything you do from here on out goes under them. So if you have someone in mind that you just want to bless them with a business like this, talk to them, because if they're at the top of your legs, they're going to get all the volume that you ever do. So anyways, who are these first few people that you think of? Okay. Then ideally, again, we have been growing so fast, so we have not been able to do a ton of Fab 5s. But I want to start doing them. And I want the leaders that are above you, and you guys as leaders, to start doing these for your teams. A Fab 5 is like a private opportunity call. So you invite your first few people, your circle, to these calls, and then your upline will do a private op call. They will share their story. They will share this business opportunity. They'll share about the products and the company and all of these things. And because it's such an intimate group and not one of our big opportunity calls, that people can ask questions and they can get their questions answered on the call. It's kind of a back and forth conversation. So that is kind of the goal of a Fab 5. And I would love to I would love to really start doing those. Things have just been a little funky because of how fast we're growing, which is the best problem to have. Okay, so as far as these scripts, I'm not a fan of like scripts, especially typed out scripts. When we reach out to people, which you guys, to grow fast, you have to reach out to people. Again, in my last company, I did not. I only relied on posting. And when you post, you're going to cast a wide net and you're going to get people coming to you because they're going to see it. But you have to be intentional in reaching out as well. So as far as the script goes, I'm going to tell you the best way for you to do this is to get on the phone and call people. And I know that is really uncomfortable, but if you can text someone and be like, hey, I have something to talk to you about. Can I call you later? Like, that is the number one. If you cannot do that, that's okay. Voice message them. Do not send a typed out copy paste text that I know y'all have gotten a million times that say, hey girl, I just joined this company. You want to join my team? The answer is a hard no. I never want to join anyone's team that says that to me. And I know that you probably don't either. Those messages are so easy to ignore. because you know they just sent it to 100 other people and they didn't write it for you, and they're probably not going to notice if you don't write them back. So we're not going to do that. We're doing things differently here. So when you message somebody, you're either going to call them or you're going to voice message them, and you're going to say, hey, Rachel, okay, I know this is going to sound crazy, but I just partnered with this ground floor health and wellness company. The company is amazing. The products are awesome. We have a full line of hemp products, a full line of non-hemp nutraceuticals. They're great. They're so life-changing, but I'm stoked about this ground floor opportunity because timing is everything. And they literally had the best compensation plan I have ever seen. Like, once I saw it, I couldn't unsee it. I knew I had to run with this. Like, my friend Britt, she just started and she's already making a 6-figure income. Like, I just cannot deny this opportunity. So excited about it. I don't know much, but I know I want you to do it with me. I'd love to share more with you. That's it. When you send that in a voice message, they can hear the confidence in your voice and they can hear the excitement in your voice, and both will be very contagious. I sent that message to, I don't even know how many people. My first week, I was sun up to sundown just voice messaging people and getting on the phone. And I am an introvert. I do not like getting on the phone. Like, I'm one of those people, if now I've gotten over it, but before this, if you were to call me, I would just stare at my phone and be like, why are you calling me? I'm not going to answer the phone. Just text me. But I had to get over that. When you send that kind of message, they cannot deny what they're hearing in your voice. And if they don't respond, they're probably just kind of rude and like not your people. Because if I say like, hey, Bree, and they know that I'm saying it to you, like, they're going to respond to you. Even if it's like, that's awesome for you, like, not interested right now, totally fine. You guys, this isn't for everyone. Like, it's really not. And that's okay. But you're going to get a response and you're not going to get ghosted. So that is my tip on how to message people. Again, there is a very wrong way to do this, and we are not doing it the wrong way. We are doing this the right way. And that is how I have been doing it. Okay, so also, if you are anything like me, I thrive on lists. Okay, so this is your list of 100. I want you to start with whoever's at the top of your head. Okay, your Fab Five, the people that you think of first. Then go through your Facebook, your Instagram, your phone contacts. Yep, can't talk. And write down anyone and everyone that comes to your mind that you think would love the products, love the business, be good at the business, any of the things that they're really well connected. And it's going to be really easy to talk yourself out of people and be like, she's going to say no anyway, so I'm just not going to bother her, or she's going to think I'm weird. I don't want to scare her off. No, you will talk yourself out of your biggest business builder if you do that. You guys, no one is off the table, okay? I don't care if you ask them to join you in a last company. This is different. There are people that watched me be really successful in my last company that thought, hey, good for her. I don't want to do that. But now coming over here, this is different enough. And this is just a different, I don't know, it's just different that they're like, okay, I can get behind something like this because it's different. Don't write anybody off. Write their name down, reach out to them. The worst they say is no or not right now. And then at that point, you're going to be on their radar and they might join you later. And then they're going to wish they joined you first because they're going to miss out on volume you could have given them. Anyways, okay, use this. Okay, now the pages. So it's not on here because I didn't have it yet, but I have since made a Facebook page because we started off with a group chat. We blew that chat out of the water and we maxed out the amount of people in it. And people were missing calls that we were doing and just, not feeling like they were staying up to date. So I now have a Facebook page. Right now it's called Britt's Gold Team. Super creative, I know. But I'm not ever going to spam it or blow it up with things. I'm not going to focus on it. But it is a page that I want y'all to be in. I want you to add all of your people to it because you're going to find any calls that we're doing, any promos that are happening. It's just going to be strictly information that you don't want to miss. So definitely get in that page. If you go to the events section of that page, I'm always going to put in whatever training calls, opportunity calls that we have scheduled. And then if it was recorded, I will always put the recording in there as well. So you can just always know to find that there. Okay, then we have the Q News page, which is so great. That is how it's called Q Sciences News now. It's how corporate communicates with us. So any promos they're doing or shipping updates, or that's where Jake's doing all of the 12 days of Christmas lives right now, all of that, everything like that is going to be in the Q Sciences news page. So make sure you're in that. You don't want to miss out on that. And then the movement page is the team page that Francesca started with Tara. So in the event section of that page is going to be more trainings, more opportunity calls, all resources like that in there. And then there are 2 product and testimony pages. One is called Discovering a Quintessential Life. The other is called Quintessential Life, Real People, Real Stories. So for those 2 pages, you can add anybody to those. You can add potentials, you can tag them in things in there. You can also screenshot stories in there to share with people. We just cannot share anything that are in those pages publicly. It has to stay private. And then as far as like leadership summits and corporate conventions, there is Silver Summit, which is in January. So if you're silver and above, they will fly you out to that lodge that they just bought. It's beautiful for training. And then the next convention, gosh, I heard it's in February, but I don't know where or dates. I think that COVID has thrown a huge wrench, obviously, in all of this stuff. So as soon as I know any of that, trust me, y'all will know right away. Okay, now the financial freedom movement. This is something that I love because Jake Spencer is our president. He has been like a total game changer to this company because he's a professional network marketer. At 21 years old, he got into network marketing. He sucked at it in the beginning, but then he made himself get better. He taught himself. He was like, no, I'm going to make this work. He learned the skills that he needed to be good at this. And he ended up making millions of dollars and growing teams of tens of thousands of people, was able to retire his family in his early 30s, then came on as a consultant with Mark Wilson, revamped this company, made it what it is today. Because of all of his experience, he has seen the good, the bad, the ugly, all the things in network marketing, okay? He has seen people come in to so much money and then blow it because they're not wise with it. He has seen companies have car programs. Like in my last company, I got myself into a car program and now I pay $700 a month for this car. And it's a beautiful car, but like I couldn't really afford that for a really long time. And that happens to so many people. There is so much pressure to get this car, and then they screw themselves into this lease that they can't afford. Francesca, she was in my last company too. She had to pay $10,000 to return the car because she couldn't make the payment. Like either way, you're just screwed. Anyways, he's like, we're not doing that. We're not messing around with car programs. We're not messing around with, helping people earn so much money and then them blowing it. He'll tell you, I have met so many rich people, but not a lot of wealthy people. So we have the financial freedom movement, and it's because their heart and their goal is to make people live truly financially free. So the second you joined, when you paid your $39.95, you got access to free financial coaching. If you guys email ffm@qsciences.com, you will get connected to a financial coach. They'll comb through your finances. They will do whatever you need them to do. It is so incredible, and it's a service that you have right now. Then, like I said, at the comp plan, at the 4th rank of elite, they start paying down towards the debt of your choice. I just sent mine in the other day. They sent me this whole thing to fill out, and I just told them literally what credit card I wanted them to pay off, and now they're going to take care of it. It is so incredible. If you are blessed not to have debt, you are blessed, and you can still take advantage of this. If you don't have debt, they will pay towards your mortgage, or if you don't have a mortgage either, they will pay towards a retirement fund, whatever. Like it's just money that you just can't go spend and blow. They're going to help you get set up in the best way possible. So I love that so much. Another thing, while talking about email addresses, if you guys have like nitty gritty product questions, I am so not a green personality. I actually have like negative green. I don't care. I love the products. I'm so grateful that they're awesome. I don't really care about them. Like I would have signed up to sell like a candle. Like look at this candle they sent me. It's so cute. I would have signed up to sell these candles with this comp plan and ground floor opportunity and the leadership we have. Okay. I don't care about the products. I love them. Don't get me wrong. But if you are a nitty gritty, detailed ingredient guru, that's not me. But if you are, and if you have people who are, you can email blue, like the color blue, at qsciences.com. And our like corporate product specialist, her name's Ann Billings, her or someone on her team will email you back and they will answer literally whatever product question, ingredient question you have. They are incredible. They know all the things. I know nothing. Do not ask me. I don't know. So use that as a resource. Blue at qsciences.com. They will answer all of your product questions if you can't find it. The app is a great resource. They have all of the product info sheets in there. But if it's beyond that, email them. Okay. So this is all I have. This is the launch. This is what we do to teach everybody what is going on. I'm going to stop screen sharing right here. So then at this point, the next step, if you are doing this launch one-on-one, you will go over all of this with your people, and then go into a goal setting call. If you guys are watching this recording and this is how you're getting launched, your next step is to get with your sponsor one-on-one or in a very small group of 3 people or less and goal set. You can ask any questions you have about this launch, about our systems, and you goal set. You tell your sponsor, okay, I have these questions, you get them answered. And then, okay, what is your why? Let's talk about your why. Let's figure out why you're doing this and how we can get you to your goals. Then we say, okay, how much do you need to make a month? Because we can look on that comp plan and be like, hey, you need to make $4,000 a month. We need to get you to silver. And this is what we have to do to get you to silver. Let's get you going. Let's do some Fab Fives. Let's do some reach outs, and then we'll get your team going. Remember how Jake said today, I feel like his trainings are the best. You guys, I don't care when you're watching this recording, if you I don't even want to say if you have time, it is so worth your time. Even after this week is over, they are going to save these trainings. You're going to grow so much as a person in your business if you watch these recordings. Now I lost my train of thought, what I was going to say, but anyways, watch them. Well, lost that. Anyways, goal set with your people. I am losing it. Goal set with your people, and then just really, really have that one-on-one touch with them, because no one went to the Q website, okay? No one went to qsciences.com and signed up. People don't join companies, they join people, and they joined you. So be there for them, help them get there. It is your job to help people get to executive in their first full month. And now I'm rambling, and that's all I have. So your next step is to goal set with your sponsor, not your sponsor. I hate that word. With your friend, whatever friend you signed up with, goal set with your friend. Let's get you going. This team is incredible, and we are all here for you. And I'm going to end this now before I keep rambling. So I hope you guys have a great day, and go goal set with your people. All right.
Britt,
Yeah.
I actually talked to customer service recently because I had a friend email Blue at Q Sciences, and they said that email doesn't work anymore. So to email just the customer support.
Okay, good to know. I will find that email for you guys then. I feel like I just used it. But anyways, good to know. Okay, we will figure out what email to email. All right, you guys, I hope you have a great day, and we are here for anything you need. Let's keep crushing it. We have I don't know, still like almost half the month left. Let's go. Okay, I'm gonna end this now. Okay, bye.